Welcome. Happy day 18. It's nice to see that we're still here and we're still going and we are beyond halfway. I'm just going to grab a bolster. So you may or may not have already seen today's chat, which is kind of an easy Sanskrit word to remember because there's a root that we use of it in English. So we have Vīrya today, Vīrya. And you can imagine Vīrya being similar to vitality and to vigor. And so you can kind of get the idea of Vīrya being about strength and about the ability of us showing up over and over and over again in our practice to build a sense of strength. So Vīrya meaning strength. So we're going to get straight into practice today and beginning to close the eyes and coming more towards a felt sense of it today. And if you saw the two definitions, we also have in there today this Buddhist definition of Vīrya, which I really love because we always imagine strength being a sense of striving and of hardship and of struggle, and it is the courage to keep tending to the fire and keep feeding the fire, especially when the fire is beginning to burn things away and we have to begin to let go of things. That does require a sense of Vīrya and courage. But the Buddhist way of looking at it is also the quality of joy that accompanies our steadfastness. So Tejas, our word from yesterday, radiance, feeds and restores our Vīrya. And we feed our radiance with our action. So even just showing up here is a sense of action. Can you also begin to bring the inner joy to the fact that you're here and that you're riding the wave and the momentum? With the corners of the mouth begin to turn up, just again an acknowledgement that you are steadfast, even if not in practice every day. Maybe it's steadfastness here in this moment, the steadfastness of the spine stacked, and of the breath that beats through you rhythmically, religiously, steadfastly, building our strength. Let's stoke the fire with it. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And a big sigh out, let that go. We're going to come back into our pumping breath. So inhale all the way in. Exhale out halfway. And then snap the belly to the spine and forcefully exhale the rest of the air. Like Kapalabhati, keep it going. Passive inhale, active exhale. Can you start to drum beat the rhythm steadfastly in your body, in the strength of your breath here, and begin to just, we say, skull polish, because the breath is traveling energy all the way up to the skull, shining skull. Taking 3 more rounds. And then take an inhale all the way through the nose. Holding the breath at the top, can you curl your tongue back, run it along the top hard part of your palate until you reach the soft part of the palate? Hold the tip of your tongue there, in holding the breath for 3, for 2, for 1. Exhale it all out. Squeeze all the breath out on that exhale, belly to the spine, and then can you hold your breath at the bottom here, building that strength, building the capacity to hold more. We're here for another 3, for 2, for 1. And take a gentle inhale without gasping for air to return back to your natural rhythm of breath. And feeling that inner vitality of a strong breath, of a strong pranayama. I'm only going to take 1 round today, but Plenty of time after this to do more rounds if you like. Take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, just in acknowledgement of the strength of your body here. Can you feel strength of heart as you push your heart into your hand? Strength of belly as you bring your belly back and in towards the spine. Strong and able body. Take one more breath into it. And we're going to come all the way up to standing from here. So no rush, stay in your practice as much as you can. If you are seated, start to bring your way all the way up to standing. If you're on a mat, come to the back of your mat today. Find your feet firmly to the floor, spread all of your toes, and take your hands onto your hips. Begin to close the eyes once more. In this kind of stance of somatic dignity, somatic sovereignty, a sense of taking up your space, feeling the spaciousness of the chest as if you were about to go on a big mission. So if you saw our story today, we were on Hanuman leaping across to Lanka through the devotion and his love and karuna, the compassion, we had that word last week, of Rama and Sita. He goes on a mission to save Sita. And he's only able to recognize his powers because of his devotion, because he is to be of service. So we're going to do a Hanumanasana flow. Take an inhale in, puff the chest. And on the exhale, bend the knees, set the hips back. Can you sit into your chair? The hands are on the hips for a reason. Can you pull the skin of the side of the body down and back and really push into those hips? Nice. Strong and steady, lift the right knee into the chest as you straighten the left leg. Looking forwards, fix your eyes, your drishti at the top of your mat. On your exhale, step your foot forwards, ready for your lunge. Take an inhale here, give yourself a bounce, make sure you're stable. On the exhale, drop the back knee towards the floor without touching. As the inhale comes, hands lift off of the hips to the sky, straighten both legs. Into turbo lunge, hands come into fists, pull the elbows back alongside the torso, heart forwards, flex the biceps. Take that again. Inhale, expand the hands, straighten the legs. Exhale, puff the chest, pull the elbows back, strengthen the biceps. Inhale, take it back towards the sky, find length. Back, heel softens to the floor as you take your fold into your pyramid pose. Take an inhale into your halfway lift. Press down through the feet to lift the heart forwards. Exhale, come back to that fold, nose towards the knee. Find room for your back foot. Set it back further behind you. Drop the back knee down so you're in your low lunge. Ankle is still stacked underneath the knee. Open the heart. Inhale. Here's Hanumanasana. On the exhale, straighten through the front leg. Toes towards the face. A giant leap of courage, discipline, because Hanuman has his drishti, his inner focus, set on his beloved, on his Rama and Sita, whom he promises to serve. So serve your yoga practice here with one more breath. And on the next inhale, take it back forwards, bend through the front knee, foot to the floor, downward facing dog, step it back. Hold steady here. Can you find that sense of quiet mountain-like energy and presence in your downward dog? Fix the gaze either at the tip of the nose or between the feet. You've got one more breath. And then walk the hands in to meet your feet at the back of the mat. Return to your forward fold. Let it go. Shake out the head. Release something. Press down through the feet to rise. Inhaling in all the way up and over. Gaze to the backs of the thumbs. Hands come through the heart center and onto the hips. Ready for the other side. Set the hips down into your chair pose. No hands today. So press down into those hips. Anchor the hips back. On your inhale, pick up your left knee this time. Take a breath in. Look forward, step the foot forwards, breathe out. Take an inhale, settle into it, find stability. On your exhale, drop the back knee towards the floor without touching. Tailbone stays tucked. Hands come to the sky. Inhale, straighten both legs. So shoot high, pull in. Turbo lunge, hands come into fists. Pull the elbows back, 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 and the heart forward. Chin towards the chest. Inhale, take it back high. Straighten the legs, reach. Exhale, same again. Maybe a little bit of an ujjayi breath here. Take it back high. Inhale. Hands come forwards. Back heel drops towards the earth. Take it to your pyramid pose. Halfway lift. So arrive in each of these steps with intention. And exhale, fold once more. Back foot steps back a little further. Drop the back knee down. Keep the front shin bones stacked. Lift the shoulders back as you take your inhale, heart forwards. Exhale, straighten through the front leg, half Hanuman Asana. Breathe here, pause. Let the shape just do its work. Let the inner fire of your practice move through you, transform you, radiate within you, strengthen you. On the next inhale, keep moving. Drop the foot to the floor, lift the heart. Press back, downward facing dog. Exhale. This time, lift your heels, roll forwards through to high plank. We'll finish the job with a vinyasa. Exhale, lower it all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes, inhale through low cobra. Find that back bend here, nose towards the sky, open the throat. We're coming to child's pose. Exhale, hips to heels. 2 breaths here. Let it be, let it soften, let it come back in. Gathering your energy back in here. Stoking the fire just with one more breath. And slowly and steadily walking the hands back in to meet the knees. Coming through to sit on the heels or coming into cross-legged. One hand onto the heart, one hand onto the belly. A moment just to notice, to be in the radiance. You did the strength, return back to the glow. We finish with our quote today. If I can find it. I actually don't know who this quote is by, so if anybody does know this quote, feel free to let me know. It says, "It's not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it's because we do not dare that things are difficult." And that's definitely a beautiful Vīrya quote for bringing courage into stepping forwards, because sometimes when we don't practice, when we don't come to our mats regularly, when we don't allow our bodies to click back into their rhythm and their natural way of things and clear out the gunk, then it is a little bit more difficult to move through our lives. And we do it anyway. I do it too. When we don't practice, we're like, oh, I feel horrible. I feel really sticky. So a little reminder that the daring is the important part of practice, right? So anyway, have a lovely day. Have a lovely evening. I'll see you soon. And any questions, any comments, how you're finding the practice as well, always keen to know. So feel free to get in touch. Sending lots of love.